G'day everybody. I hope we're all well. Just give me a moment while I get this chat thing sorted out. Get a few people in to make sure this is working. If you can hear me, can you just type yes into the question box or the chat box, please? There we go. Okay, fantastic. Whew. Tell you what, I'm still a bit shagged after my fishing trip on the weekend. If you didn't see it on my socials, we got about a 40-45 kilo yellowfin and a couple of albacore. A wonderful trip out of Sydney. Yeah, I'm just still a little bit tired from it. Takes a lot out of you. Okay, guys, this live scan of the FTX perpetual contracts is proudly sponsored by and brought to you by, as a matter of fact, FTX. Of course, if you haven't got the account and you don't know how to use it, and you might have an account, below in that description down there, look, it's going to tell you all about how to get 10% off your trading fees, how to raise long orders, how to raise short orders, and how to manage your risk. So make sure you do take advantage of that, because there's nothing like having a platform that's not only good, but you know how to use it. Very important there. Okay, g'day everybody. Let me get stuck straight in, because I've seen a couple of good things of Bitcoin this last sort of 24 hours. Of course, I've been talking about the need for us to push higher properly for a long time, and I'll come to the weekly now. Check it out. We've broken the high of that weekly candle. Oh, such a relief, so good. I'm very happy. Yeah, you know, beautiful move up, pull back in. Talked about that for a long time. Now the bullish candle, now it's broken the highs. Next stop, let's break these highs, okay? Now, there's a book called Trading in the Zone, and all traders will know that there's a place you get to. We work really hard to get there, where you are in tune with the market. You know, in my courses, you guys have got the cradle strategy. What you'll know is that, you know, I talk about being I talk about the market like a language or like a dance partner when you're in flow with it. Very nice to be in flow with the market at the moment. So far, everything that I was hoping for has happened. Everything that I'd spoken of prior to happening has happened. So, yeah, it's a nice feeling to be in that zone, and I'm going to stay there as long as I possibly can. It's been a pretty good year, actually. I haven't felt too distracted. If anything, just a little bit of fatigue here and there, but I can't do much about that. Yesterday, of course, Bitcoin pushing up 3.36%. I really want to see it carry on through today. You know, we're not out of the woods yet. Another strong day of buying would certainly be what the doctor ordered. Of course, a lot of that buying happened last night in that European and US session. With today, not too much follow through from the Australasian or Oceania region. At this stage, we've only just, well, I mean, we did move high, and we're starting to pull back a little bit now. I'd love to see this market just keep going, keep rocketing, and that's what I'm very hopeful for. As far as trading opportunities goes right now, we're sort of halfway there on Bitcoin. You know, I've got this high, this low to a high. I want to see a higher low here. A little bullish candle would be ideal, and to push above this level. That way we would have some cyclicity that could be certainly tradable, but nothing on Bitcoin just yet. As you can see across the top 10, there have been a few decent moves. G'day to everyone who's coming in. There have been some decent moves ticking along, tick, 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 tick. One thing I want to show you just quickly is the dominance chart. So look, this is what we've seen during strong market. Let's go to the weekly. Here we go. This is what we've seen during a strong bullish market. We're seeing it coming off right now. The last week or two, we've just sort of been a bit stuck with strong divergence. Now, I'm not claiming that this is going to mean too much at the moment. What I am showing right now is that over the last couple of days here and here, we've seen Bitcoin really sort of put its foot down a little bit more and gather itself back as a bit of a dominant force. It was the top mover, I think it was a top mover yesterday across the top 10. There you go. Okay, let's keep going. So Ethereum, not much going on there. There's very little to speak of on Ethereum as far as opportunities goes. As you can see here, look, A little bit wonky, lower, hot, sorry, low to, nah, not interested there. Cardano, bit of a flat level starting to form there. One thing I will point out to on Cardano is that if you were looking for that deeper pullback, something similar to what Bitcoin did, and Bitcoin set up the best, I've got to say. It really, Bitcoin and XRP look really good. Cardano, that pullback in, there's that weekly there. It's not done much yesterday. It didn't break to new highs. If we get above this high, we'll have that trend and a bit of cyclicity there, as you can see on this 8. We need to see it push above this region here. As it's not done that just yet, there really isn't too much for me to work on. Algoland, I was watching this morning for a potential short trade. I didn't get it. I didn't take it. Yeah, I may come to regret that. I've been quite busy this morning. It's been a very content heavy day for me. There's not much to do right now, as it's already sort of moved lower, so I'm going to actually take that out of my list because it sort of has moved from the mark. Again, we want to see here a break above this level, get this height out of the way, higher low. Need those higher highs to go with that, to give that cyclicity that gives me trading opportunities that I'm willing to take. Nothing there on alt perp. But look, that's why I will say the levels at which I want to see it get through, because you know what crypto is like, guys. It happens very, very fast, these moves often, and we can get ourselves back in the game very, very quickly. So it's good to know those regions, again, above this level here. Bitcoin Cash out of the gates today really did smash up. Check this out. We've been sideways for a long time, and then today, whoosh, go nearly 6%. Have a look from where we've come to the bottom of that channel, and we've broken it before, but starting to come off of there a little bit. Now, as far as trend goes, there isn't much of a trend. It's pretty average. Look, we keep ticking along in there. It's not really tradable for me in the way that I trade, but continue on Bitcoin Cash. We might find something there. Here is a market that I do like. All right. Look at Binance. It has moved superbly well over the last couple of weeks, and now it's just pulling back into that first pullback, that first decent pullback in. Now, whether it be the 8 hour, whether it be the 12 or the 16, I like where it is, or possibly not so much daily because it doesn't really show that trend, right? It's just gone straight up. So I am looking at that, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chuck that in, because that will be one I'll be keeping an eye on first thing tomorrow morning, I think. When those candles, when that next higher time frame of candles sort of click in around 10 a.m. I believe. BSV, very average here. It was starting to slide lower, and it was starting to look like we might get a downtrend there, but it didn't really hold too long. BitMax has broken that support level, but I haven't seen anything that's worthy of a trade just yet. Maybe a pull back up into there. A little bit funny looking on the chart here, so probably one that I will avoid for the time being. Just a little bit not quite there. Doge, that level's still there, but there's really nothing to work with. And when I did my scan for my members this morning, didn't find a huge amount. I was hopeful that we'd see a bit of a move for this 3 o'clock scan, and we have seen a bit of a move. Whether that bit is enough or not, time will tell. Nothing on EOS. Let's have a look at Ethereum Classic here. I'm not concerned at all to go to the lower time frames than that. Look at this. I mean, look at the cyclicity bouncing through here. 2 hour. It's very strong here. Cyclicity. Oh, look at that little perler. Yeah, I'm going to throw that in. There's some good follow through and a deeper pullback. Even when I say deeper, I'm talking about the low time frames. The 1 hour. That'll be fine. I'm just going to wait and see how we go. This could be good. What do we got here? This will be in there with Binance, I think. Yeah, that's saying 8, 12, or 16. Both or all in that region. So again, I'll throw that puppy in. Horby, just a little bit too, hey, how you doing? Bit messy. Look at that daily chart. Nah. Too messy. Leo's tanked. Nothing there to work with. Link, right. Okie doke. Link, if you know what the breakout strategy is, you'll know what you're looking for here. Otherwise, I'm waiting for it to push above and pull back in. It's got a fair bit of work to do, so I'm not going to put it in the watch list right now. Matic, leaving that, nothing to work with. Mid, again, needs to break the high of this candle. OKB, all right, here we go. Where's the point at which there's not really any strong level there. But again, it's the same sort of thing as what Exchange, Perp, and Binance is, waiting for those higher time frames. Again, not quite there just yet, but one I will watch. Shit, Perp's got to do more than what it's doing. TOMO is just kind of stuck sideways. Tron, after a very strong little run over the last, of a couple of months through August into the start of September, has really slowed up. It's given quite a bit back, and if anything, we do have a downtrend. I just want to see it move. I want to see it set better lows than this and then look for a pullback. Question. When you're taking a cradle trade on the weekly, do you take the trade on futures or spot to minimize fees? There's two options. One, if you're taking it on a weekly time frame, I will either take spot. Normally I take spot, or I'd trade the what's it going to be, September contract, September futures contract, which will end on the 25th. So I haven't got too much time on that to minimize the fees in that regard. Yeah. So I will look at fee reduction by not using the perpetual, but the size of the position is obviously between the entry and the stop loss is going to be wider. So the position size will shrink. It won't be like as many contracts. It'll be a smaller amount of contracts with a wider stop, which means that and I've not had too many issues on fills. Mind you, I have only used the expired futures, not the continuous rollover. On one other occasion, but I didn't have any problem with getting filled. It just worked perfectly. Very sideways there on XRP. I will show this to you on the weekly, however, because look at that. Look, that candle could be more bullish. Let's not, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. It is what it is, but it's a beautiful area. I'll get rid of that. Look at that. It's just, oops. Pull back in. That's also one that you could certainly consider there, because it is still valid. Nothing else there though. Waiting on that high time frame. Tezos, so sideways, it's not even worth talking about. Priv, again, need it to move either way. Needs to do more than what it's doing. Theta, now this was one pulled back in the other day, moved away, pulled back in again, but on divergence. So not for me at the moment. If it moves higher, by the way, just one thing to add to that. If it moves to new highs, it will have higher low, higher low. It'll have 3 higher lows. It'll have anchor points for fibs, and that's when I'll start to consider trading theta again, or theta, or I don't know, whatever you bloody well call a thing. Compound, very little there. Kyber, this is one that I am keeping an eye on through here. Is a potential for a short, as long as it stays nice and tight and tidy. I'll pop that in as well. Just it's good to have an understanding of, the market's not always going to give up. There might be opportunities to short. I want both. I want everything I can see. I'm not going to be biased either direction. I'm just going to watch. The Bitcoin weekly, the order, you should be filled on that one, mate. It's already broken. Maybe you are. Swipe, nothing there. Gold's trying hard to get back to that 2 grand mark again. I'm not too keen on anything at the moment on gold, to be fair. VeChain, very little there as well. This is a pretty bloody quick scan. I mean, how far in are we? 13 minutes. Geez, usually we're a lot longer, and it just shows you the quality of, the lack of trend right now. Filled overnight, sweet as. Yeah, we're so close. We are so close to a lot of things back in their uptrends, but close ain't going to cut it. We've either got to be in a good trend or not, and right now, we're on that cusp, Polka dot, I like the look of this, but again, it's got to get out of here. That could be a little cradle there, but in all honesty, because it's only just broken those highs, it's not all that attractive. Yeah, again, push above here, I'm interested. Tomorrow morning or later on tonight, sure. But right now, I can only scan on what I've got in front of me, and I haven't got all that much. Sol, I'm going to leave. Meta, once again, it is grinding low, but there's not too much to work with there. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'll take that back. There is a downtrend. We do have a lower high through here, lower low. That 1 hour there might offer opportunities pulling back into this region here. I mean, if we just do this, 2 tests running through there, and I think that'll be a 50% fib. I think that will also combine with a 38.2. Yep, pretty close. Not exactly, but you know. Yeah, I will keep an eye on that. Dan, don't have anything on OMG right now. And I'm looking at perp contracts here, so I got to stick with those. Oh, balancer. I want to get some more perspective here. Okay, it is grinding. Very slow grind. The only issue I've got with something in here is that you'd have to really be Johnny on the spot there. Let's see if Johnny is around. No, Johnny's not there. Look, if you're desperate, and I don't suggest that you are desperate. I don't suggest that you should be desperate. We shouldn't be traded if we are desperate. We trade when good opportunities present themselves. And look, you know, I'm not going to push it and say, yeah, oh, that's a good one. Look, it could move from here, but am I going to take a trade there right now with the cyclicity really lacking? The answer to that is no, and there's no way I'd take it. So why would I talk about it? Maker. Grinding lower again. Needs to push lower to get that trend in motion. Not doing it. DMM, nothing there. And gee whiz, we're back to Bitcoin. Far out. That's the fastest scan on record. Let me just come back to this 1 hour and see how that's looking. Right. So this is, I'll tell you what, guys. This Bitcoin really does have some promise. Let me go to my list here. We've got a list here, but not a lot to it. Now, this is why I say Bitcoin's got promise, because look, we do have this little higher low, pulling back, higher low. If this can now push to higher highs, that next pullback is crucial. That next pullback could be the opportunity that I need to get filled in a trade so that I can actually, you know, trade again. It's been pretty slow. Last week I had, was it two trades? Break even or something around that sort of figure. They both hit 1-to-1 and I was waiting for more of a move. Didn't get it. A lot of patience having to be exercised. Now, just because I am a trader doesn't mean I have to always trade. I'm waiting for opportunities here. Binance. Don't forget, looking at this on the 8-hour plus. Come back in the morning because this will close at 10, I think it is. Oh, sorry, 6. So yeah, check it out later or overnight. Same with the 12 tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. We've got Ethereum Classic here, which is moving quite nicely. If this does pull back on the 60-minute, hey, look, I'm there. If I could continue to see this cyclicity in its current form, hey, yo, I'm in. I'm happy. I'll look at that. So we're getting there. When I look at this, again, it's exchange token, we're looking at the uptrend, looking at the 8-hour. OKB, we're looking at the 8-hour. XRP, well, jump across, bish, bash, bosh, weekly. If you want it, it is there. Kyber, well. What have we here? That's right. I'm watching this level. Look, it's got more work to do. If it goes kushblat through, I'll pull back in, you little ripper. There's options for boosters down there. There's options for breakouts. And guys, if you haven't got the strategies, or you haven't got all three of them, oh, what better time than now? We have got markets poised. Trading is a good way of making money, as well as holding crypto, of course. And finally, we've got Meta. Back here on that one, pull back into there, make it swift, make it clean, make it bearish right off of that level with the 50% or thereabouts, and then I've got a short. So not a huge amount right now, but god damn, we are so close. You know, we are just sitting on the edge of the fence, about to fall into uptrend land. Bitcoin's got it. Will the rest of the market follow, or will it continue to just crab walk a little bit? Well, Bitcoin's leading the way, and I am very, very excited for a pullback. Just have to be patient, keep an eye on things. If you haven't got the account already, guys, use the link below. Long and short orders, use the links below in the description. Have a cracking day. I'll speak to you again this time next week, and I'll have another market view video out to you shortly for you FTX users. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll speak to you again same time next week.